Snow settles overnight like a dose of soap petals, sweeping the world under a light doubling carpet. I'm so excited. I've never seen snow like it, but to my siblings I'm a 4-year-old burden. And though I complain, I'm made to stand aside while they work and dig and pile a 5-jump sledge ride held perfect by the final in-breath of dawn's cold shoulders. The low sun cuts out long, jagged shadows it sees in all of us, mine smallest. So I'm crash test dummy. Sacrificed to the track while the other 3 run, pulling. From the side, it's like I'm riding a mute white sine wave of stomach loss and up and down shush, and I'm off, flying. The sled shrinks between my feet and beneath that, sky. Crumple grown, mittens soaked, snow blown out of my nostrils. My brothers aim train tunnel mouths in my direction, funnel belly laughs to light, then go back to the game and forget me. I'm pulling wet wool with my teeth. And I know they're just jealous because my wellies have got frog's eyes and theirs are just wellies. Mine have got frog's eyes. I storage box my revenge to serve cold the next morning. I'm going to batter their snowman. So I'm out of bed at dawn, ready to kick Frosty to fluff. He's about my size, mud for eyes, twig arms and a barrel body. But when I stick the boot in, it's like kicking a wall with a run-up. He's just solid. Ice. But I still want my eye for an eye. Because it's not fair they pick on me. They need to be punished. Tit for tat, this for that, revenge-flavoured justice. When she was 4, her mum and dad stood at opposite ends of the room, like Piggy in the middle, and without stopping to offer a version of the truth said, "Come to the one you want to live with." Meanwhile, I was getting my head farted on in a hand-me-down chrysalis of clothes with 3 names in the label. The blissful ignorance of anything worse than when Raph kicked cracks into the kitchen door like they'd grown out of his foot, branched up towards the ceiling, an extension of the anger planted in him long before. At the moment she chose her mum. She didn't know he'd broken it. And I'll hear about the lies, the rebellion and the coping mechanisms, but I don't know this yet because though we met 2 weeks ago, it seems we've barely spoken. But her skin sings to me. It glows, grins, sinks into me till my bungee blood stutters, then rushes on, twisting spirals through the flume of my capillaries. My blood cells form arrow shapes to spin through every bit of me like a stumbling drunk pointing at infinity, and I say something like, "As nice as lasagna's this nicest." It's not even a sentence. She smiles, doesn't mention it. There's more if you're still hungry. And I am. I'm hungry for much more. Months later, I'll discover she threw 2 other attempts away, and she'll understand I'd have loved a jam sandwich. In the meantime, we puzzle piece together pretty pictures of each other's past and imagine the subject matter left unsaid by the shape of the gaps. Details come later. For now, we set up our easels, start painting. From Thundercats to Battle Beasts, rope swings, the trees we climbed, running along with stiff little kid limbs at knee high. From when PE was pants and socks and trying to clamber up a hanging rope. The weird feeling in my belly staring at leotard-clad camel toes. To first kisses, the viciousness of bullying, tipping beer away and acting drunk in front of others. To the smell of petrol, CK1, smoking on the bus. To dirty jokes and getting stoned and sex and other drugs like love. And then real love. And then real love. Hate. And grudges. And the proof that we all want to hurt each other at least a little to make sure we're not alone. A middle finger to solipsism. By the time we've drawn enough of each other's past out to get the picture, we're painting scenes with both our feet in. Others with faces glittered, smiling and glowing. And I don't know if it's because a photo works like a song that brings back every fibre of feeling you ever had to it when you see it again, or if it's because those feelings made us iridescent. But whether the glow comes for our eyes or our mind, I don't imagine it matters. I don't imagine it as our teeth chatter on the pre-dawn walk home in deep snow, our bodies still drunk from the night before, when she asks if I'll help cut happy shapes in other people's days, fetches ice scrapers and starts cleaning strangers' windscreens, leaving a side window to draw happy faces in their blind spots. The snow shushes the scraping sounds and cushions our soft laughter until we catch each other's eye and stand transfixed. And I wish I could look in both her eyes at once instead of having to switch from right to left to right again. In the slow of bed, we are soft, symbiotic heaters. A tangle of limbs, we twist together and delete the space between us, and I try to soak her in straight through her skin as we fall asleep before dawn. And I think of the igloo someone built just round the corner. Each white brick, a moulded block, about the size of a plastic storage box. And a 20-foot snow caterpillar on the park. As I drift off, I picture us working on those cars. Gorilla screen scrapers cleaning away the night's frost. Our frozen breath, speech bubbles for the unsayable. And I can't believe how warm she is. How warm she keeps me.